Later669 here, back once again with another vinyl video. It's been a long time coming. I actually haven't had too much money to get records, but I do have a decent stack here. I've been saving up some money to get Way Out West tickets this year. Some awesome bands this year: Future Islands, Run the Jewels, Beck, Ratatat, etc. Also been getting some Blu-rays actually, because I do love movies, so I might actually do a video on those. We'll see. Anyway, let's just get started with the records I've picked up, and this is Minute by Minute with the Doobie Brothers. Haven't listened much to them. This is a really fun, funky soul record. I saw Mac DeMarco pick this up on What's in the Bag and Amoeba, and this was quite cheap, so I thought, what the hell. And this comes with a bonus, the Giant Doobie. This is pretty fun. Yeah. Particular on the record, Warner Brothers pressing, pretty nice, pretty old but in really good quality. And what was at the record store, picked this up for a really good price. Don't know which pressing this is, but this is, oh yeah, this is Electra, yeah. This is The Doors, LA Woman. Fantastic record. This is, I think, yeah, this is a Canadian pressing, right? This was quite cheap, a really good price for the condition this is in, which is great. I've seen it go for much, much more. And of course, you know, LA Woman is on here, Riders in the Storm. Just, phenomenal. It's not too beat up, it sounds pretty darn nice. It was pretty cheap, so I'm not complaining at all. This is great, great pickup. Next we got a pretty underrated band. I also saw, I think, The New Order mentioned this band, and I'm glad I checked them out because they're great. I saw them also on What's in the Bag with Amoeba, and it's The Scientists with Weird Love. And this is kind of like a post-punk band from Australia, very Stooges inspired. So it's a bit more rock and roll, I guess. And this is sort of, I think, a compilation of theirs. This record is, I mean, like, I couldn't even find it online at all. Like, it's not on iTunes or anywhere really. The only way I could listen to it was just there's a vinyl rip on YouTube. That's the only way really. So I can't even listen out to my phone or anything. But it's a great record. I mean, there's some really nice songs on there. And this is a record I should have gotten a while ago, but I just kind of haven't been bothered. I guess I've just been buying other records, but since these guys are coming to this year's Way Out West, I just kind of got reminded again. I was like, oh yeah, this record, I don't have it yet, and I gotta have it. And of course it's classics with Ratatat. Ratatat! Yeah, great kind of electronic, guitar-driven music, really funky and fun. Love the gloss on this thing. Golden gloss. Yeah, and there's nothing really special about the pressing, just regular black vinyl. Sounds great. That's how it looks. Yeah. Just really some nice, you know, background chill music. And this record, it cost me a fair bit more than I actually wanted to pay, but I just love this movie, and I actually don't have any movie soundtracks as of yet, until now. But I thought I'd get it, what the hell. Too bad there's not more songs on here that I actually like from the movie, but still this is a really nice pressing. And that's Drive with Ryan Gosling. Nicholas Refn, I think his name is, the director. The guy who did Valhalla Rising and Bronson, which is great, and Only God Forgives, I think it was, which is also very interesting. Very great cinematography, very, just a great looking movie. Only God Forgives was really like symbolic, and a lot of people didn't like it, but this is like more of a typical film structure kind of film. I heard that they said they wanted to kind of make a superhero film without it being an actual superhero, and it kind of works in a way, and kind of like, you see this jacket is kind of his symbol or whatever. I mean, this pressing is just phenomenal. And the best part is the fact there's a colored vinyl. No other than pink. Look at that. Oh, that's freaking amazing. Just love it. That's the main reason I got this. It sounds great. So the songs that are actually on here, Night Call by Kavinsky and Love Fox, Under Your Spell, Desire, great track. Real Hero, obviously, by Electric Youth in College. And then there's Oh My Love with Katina Ranier, I probably I'm saying that wrong. And Tick of the Clock with the Chromatics. I don't remember if there was a washed out song in here. I think there was, I don't know. But great. It's kind of too bad that majority of the tracks on here are just kind of like ambient noise in a way from the movie. Because you kind of want more of actual, you know, the poppy 80s synthwave songs on here. But it's still great. I do want to get Kavinsky later on. And some College maybe. You feel like listening to that old school 80s sound. And this is another really great pressing. I've been wanting to get this record since it came out, but I'm kind of just holding out on it because it's quite expensive as well. And that's Beach House with Myth. Sorry, Bloom. Myth is a track name. It's a really thick sleeve here, and this is kind of like, I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of like extract here. Yeah. And a bunch of sleeves in here. Pictures and stuff. And more sleeves. With the lyrics typed on an old typewriter, which is the coolest way to type your lyrics. And the record itself is actually in here, if I can get it out. And this plays on 45 RPM. And it's actually on Sub Pop, which I didn't know for whatever reason. I mean, I listened to this record tons since it came out, but I never really paid attention to. I mean, this is typical like 4AD stuff, I'd say, but it's on Sub Pop, which is interesting. And they just released a single, I think. They're coming out with a new album soon. Here's the other art: Clouds, Forest. Nothing too interesting. You can get the other one out. And more lyrics on old typewriter paper. Pretty cool. Really nice, chill dream pop to listen to. You want to just chill out and have a good time. Next we got a great artist. For some reason I just haven't really got into it too much, but until recently. And I definitely want to get more records. That's St. Vincent. And the first one I decided to get was Actor. Just because, I don't know, this is kind of the first album I really got into. I definitely want to get to her other, the two albums she did after that. Which were Cruel, that was the track name, something Bloom, I think, I don't know, I forget, I'm not good with names. This comes on gatefold, just main lyrics here, and nothing too interesting to record. This is of course on 480, nice pressing. Yeah, I definitely get her other two records. I've listened to them quite a lot lately, and it would be awesome to see her live sometime because she in the band does a great performance, so that'd be nice. And this is the last record I have to show you, and Annie Clark actually collaborated with this with the main guy behind this band, David Byrne. And that's of course the Talking Heads. 77, the first Talking Heads album, I think it is. Not sure. Don't quote me on anything, because I don't know shit. Yeah, I mean, I never listened to Talking Heads too much, but I've always enjoyed this album. I never really got into much of the later stuff. This is really the only album I can listen to. It's thick, 180 gram pressing. Some cool sleeve photos here with the band. Yeah, of course, you know, the new wave band started it all. Which most people are pretty familiar with Talking Heads. Boring cover, I gotta say, but I guess, you know, it was a new thing to do back in 77. Yeah, so those are all my records. Sorry for taking that long, I guess. Maybe we'll come out with a Blu-ray video sometime soon. We'll see. Until then, have a good one.